in conclusion, the message that you think young people, and even young people who don't have a great interest in physics or mathematics, should and can learn from the life and work of Nikola Tesla?
In a way, I hate to, I don't want to reduce my life to being, just the guy who spent 40 years studying Tesla's life. I've done so many other things as well, written many other books, written 4 novels, and other, I'm a graphologist, a handwriting expert. But Tesla's an inspiration. He's an incredible inspiration. You're constantly learning new things about him. I think the thing about Tesla, and I saw this movie, the Queen's Gambit. I hope the young people who see this.
The chess movie.
Yeah, it's a chess movie. It's a 5-part movie. It celebrates intelligence. That's underneath it all. That's what this movie was about. And that's what Tesla is. He celebrates intelligence. He wanted to harness the wheelwork of nature. He achieved the utopian dream with a hydroelectric power system. As I mentioned, it's renewable and it doesn't pollute the earth. That's what we're trying to do now. We don't want global warming. Tesla would be on the forefront of figuring out a way to stop global warming. You're constantly learning new things about him. This whole thing I talked about, the dynamic theory of gravity, he got me interested in CERN, the super collider and the Higgs boson, God particle, and all that stuff. That's just one little offshoot. He got me interested in aerodynamics, and I mentioned the Osprey, and also the flying wing, the stealth bomber, all of that you can trace back to this work that he did. I think he's a very inspiring. Plus, he lived such an amazing life. He lived in the Waldorf Astoria at the height of the Gilded Age. His friends, as I mentioned, Mark Twain and Rudyard Kipling, John Jacob Astor, who owned the Waldorf, and Katherine Johnson, Sarah Bernhardt, he knew. So you read his life. I think his life is much more fantastic than any work of fiction. I have a screenplay that I'm working with my partner Tim Eaton, who worked at Industrial Light and Magic, George Lucas Films, for 20 years, and we're trying to get his life story told as a miniseries. I just find him so fascinating on so many levels. So that would be the reason why I would suggest young people. I have many young people write to me. I've helped many young people with their science projects, and almost every one of them won the science project because Tesla was just so fascinating. So that would be my suggestion, is to study a guy who really tried to change the world for the betterment of mankind. He actually calculated how many man hours he saved through his invention of the induction motor. You can imagine you have the horse and the plow pulling the thing. Well, if you have a tractor, how many man hours does that save? He calculated how many man hours his induction motor saved the world. That's the type of global thinking. He also talked about, with his wireless communication, he said, with my wireless, he invented the cell phone technology, the ability to create an unlimited number of wireless channels. He said, with my wireless scheme, I will change the world into a brain, as it were, which will feel in all its parts. Who thinks like that? Who sees the earth as a brain, as it were, who feel in all its parts? That's the genius of this guy. He constantly triggers those kinds of feelings. And so I would think, for the young people, he's the type of guy you should study, because he enlightens you. He motivates you to become a better person. And his motivation, like Jacques Cousteau, is to work with the highest technologies to advance the world. So that's pretty much how I see it.